Hello and welcome to Fubeca's Marble Rounds. I'm Jeremiah and I'm glad to welcome you to this Marble Circuit style tournament. This will be a little bit different than Marble Circuits in that it's one race down to the end of the track and there's no booster, no elevator. It's just a sprint to the finish, and then the top two marbles will advance to the next round, and then there will be the semifinals, and then whoever advances from the semifinals will go to the final round where the champion will be crowned. As we take a look at today's track, you can see we have a very, very long straight at the beginning of the course, and then it turns into some turns, kind of like a square shape turn down to a U-turn, and there's also the helix section over at the end of the course, and that will just stratify the marbles even more after they've already worked so hard to get to the end of the course. We'll have to see how these marbles deal with that element. Get started here with the bracket system. Which marbles will be competing in today's tournament? We have four groups, A, B, C, and D. And for Group A, we have Indonesia, the UK, India, and France. And these are the four marbles that will be starting us off in the first group. Let's see how they do. And they're off. Who comes out first? It's India, being followed by France. And then the Indonesia, actually, India and Indonesia, look pretty similar. And it is Indonesia in the lead, being followed by the United Kingdom, and then India and France is trailing in the back. And it is India still taking this race by storm. Really, it's a race for second place at this point, and right now it is the United Kingdom who's in second place. But here comes India, and they pass over through the helix, and they will advance with Indonesia. Both of the white marbles will advance, the two blue marbles, unfortunately, will be eliminated. So India and Indonesia will advance, and then France and the UK will be eliminated. Now it's time for Group B: Peru, England, Cameroon, and the USA. USA in the blue, Cameroon in the green, England in the clear, and Peru in the red. And it is Peru off to the lead. England coming close behind, trying to draft, but here comes Cameroon, and they take over second place through that little chicane section there. And it is Peru still holding the lead. Here comes Cameroon, though, facing some pressure from the USA and England. And a contact from Cameroon there to Peru. Nothing's crazy, though. Peru is able to hold the lead. And here comes Cameroon. Will the other two marbles be able to pass? No. So Peru and Cameroon will advance to the next round, and England and the USA will be eliminated in this first group. The Cameroon and Peru will be going up against Indonesia and India in the first semifinal. Now it's time for Group C, which marbles will be competing this time: Sweden, Mexico, Germany, and Ecuador. And it is Germany coming out to lead, Sweden coming in close at second, Ecuador and Mexico in third at fourth. But really, the top two marbles have already sealed their spot unless somehow they lose out in the helix section. And Sweden has taken over Germany for first place. Germany's trying to come up and take the lead from behind, but he doesn't really have to because they both are going to advance. And really, no contest for the first two marbles compared to the second group. So it will be Sweden and Germany advancing to the semifinals. Ecuador and Mexico will be eliminated. So Sweden, Germany, semifinal B. Now it's time for Group D: Vietnam, Argentina, Japan, and Brazil. Argentina in the white with blue, Japan in the pure white, Vietnam in the yellow, and Brazil this time in the blue. A different change of uniform for Brazil. Unusual, usually they're in the yellow color. This time they are blue, and it is Japan coming out to lead, being followed very closely by Argentina, but a little bit of trouble there, and that allows Vietnam to pass into the advancement spot. Brazil is now taking third place. They're trying to come and catch up to Japan and Vietnam, but unless they somehow get through the helix quicker than these top two marbles, it won't happen. In the top two marbles, Japan and Vietnam will advance to the semifinals. Brazil and Argentina will be eliminated. So Vietnam and Japan will advance to the second semifinal. Now it's time for Semifinal A: Indonesia, India, Cameroon, and Peru. Indonesia in the white on the left, and India is the more bluish tint white, but Peru is taking lead. Cameroon in the green, lagging back in the back, and it is Peru facing some pressure from Indonesia. who's kind of trying to come up and take first place. But really, it's the top two that matter at this point. The finals, however, that's a very different story. Peru still in the lead by a long shot. Indonesia coming in at second. And these are the two marbles that will advance to the final round. Cameroon and India will be eliminated in the second round. Now for Peru and Indonesia. It's all about taking first place in the final. None of this stay in the top two business. But now it's time for Semifinal B. Sweden, Germany, Vietnam, and Japan. Sweden in the yellow with blue. Vietnam in the yellow with black. Germany's in the lead in the black color. And Japan with the white. Here comes Sweden. And they take first place over Germany. Through these next couple of turns, this group is pretty close together, but Sweden is trying to extend their lead and try to get away from the rest of the pack. Germany, though, is fighting Vietnam for the advancement spot, and right now they're still holding it, but Vietnam can still take it. Is not out of possibility, but it will be Germany and Sweden who will advance with first and second. Vietnam and Japan will be eliminated. Vietnam had a good run. They tried to get there, but they just weren't able to do it. We'll take a look at the replay. Interesting seeing the two yellow marbles right next to each other. Not sure if they were trying to cooperate, but eventually it was Vietnam who fell down and Sweden was able to advance. So I'm not sure if that collaboration worked out for Vietnam. Maybe they'll consider not collaborating with some fierce competitors because they might be two-faced. Now it's time for the final round in this Marble Circuit style tournament. Indonesia, Peru, and Sweden will be your four competitors. Which marble will advance to the winning spot, the gold medal champion in this tournament? 3 marbles will sit on the podium. 1 will go home without a podium, without a medal. And 1 will be crowned champion. As we start the final round with Peru, Germany, Sweden, and Indonesia, and it is Germany again taking lead at the early point of this race, being followed by Sweden and Peru, and now here comes Indonesia. They take second place, and they're now setting their sights on Germany. Germany trying to hold them off, and luckily for them, and here they were going the right direction. And here comes Germany through the helix for the final time, and it will be Germany who is in the lead. Peru closely gets second. Indonesia in third place. Sweden will be the marble not sitting on the podium. Germany with the gold, Peru with the silver, Indonesia with the bronze. What an intense match. Peru barely coming up and getting second place. Indonesia would have had it, but Peru was able to use that helix to their advantage, and they took over Indonesia in the final second of the race. Germany pretty much took the lead at the beginning of the race and held it for the entirety of the race. We saw that in a lot of their races in this tournament. It seems to be their strategy, and it seems to be a good one. Since there's only 1 lap in this race, there's less time for the other marbles to catch back up, and no elevator or booster to kind of change your momentum and allow some of the other marbles to catch back up. See there, Indonesia almost passed them. Had the turn been to the left, Indonesia would have passed Germany, but Germany knew at the start that it was turning to the right. Peru almost had it there as well, but Germany was still able to hold it. Some great moves by Germany, defensive moves that allowed them to keep the lead for the whole race. So we get to the helix here. Peru was in first place. Indonesia and Sweden, though, did catch up. They had a little bit of a lockup here. See, Indonesia and Sweden were smoother through the second half of the helix there, and Peru barely going out over Indonesia in that final straight. So will be Germany who is the champion of this tournament. Congratulations to Germany for winning this Marble Circuit style tournament. Congratulations to Germany for being your champion of this tournament. Peru coming in close at second with the silver, Indonesia in the bronze. But today, everybody aspires to be Germany with the gold medal and the Fubeca Cup. Congratulations to them once again. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed. And don't forget to stay tuned for the Hot Bake Quadrilla tournament here on Fubeca's Marble Runs in a couple weeks. I'm Jeremiah, signing off. Until next time, this has been Fubeca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone.